The radio flickers to life as I start the car, but the first three notes hit me like a jagged scar. It's that song from the summer we drove to the coast, the one you would sing when you loved me the most. I used to know every word, every rhythm, every line, back when your hand was still resting in mine. I reach for the dial, wanting to turn it away, but my fingers are frozen and I'm forced to stay. The chords are the same, but the colors have changed, like a beautiful painting that's been rearranged. I cry in the songs we used to love, looking for answers from the silence above. Every high note you hit is a needle in my chest, a ghost of a feeling that won't let me rest. The world is a rhythm, but I hear a goodbye, stuck in the verses where our promises die. I'm drowning in a melody that was once ours alone. I walk through the cafe and the playlist begins, tracing the shape of our original sins. The slow piano ballad we danced to in the dark, it's now just a cold and a hollow spark. People are humming along to the beat, unaware that I'm breaking right here in my seat. How can a sound be so heavy to hold when the story it tells has already been told? I've tried to find new music, I've tried to change the key, but every lyric I hear eventually leads back to we. The silence is scary, but the music is worse. It's a beautiful blessing that turned into a curse. I cry in the songs we used to love, looking for answers from the silence above. Every high note you hit is a needle in my chest, a ghost of a feeling that won't let me rest. The world is a rhythm, but I hear a goodbye, stuck in the verses where our promises die. I'm drowning in a melody that was once ours alone. The song is ending now, but the echo stays. I'll just sit here in the quiet until the next one plays. Found the notebook in the back of the drawer today, the one where we wrote the names of the places we'd stay. A house by the coast, a kitchen filled with morning light. We were architects of a world that felt so solid and bright. But the ink has started to fade, and the edges are turning gold, a blueprint for a life that we'll never get to hold. We spent our nights building castles in the air. Now I'm just standing in the empty space you left there. The will be has become was in the blink of an eye, and I'm left holding a script for a play that's already died. Our dreams turned into memories before they could even breathe. A garden of someday that we were forced to leave. We were supposed to grow old, we were supposed to be more, but now you're just a story I've told 1,000 times before. How do I pack away a future that never arrived, when the dreams we shared are the only things that survived? I see a couple laughing at the station down the street, and I recognize the look of a world that's still complete. They're talking about next year and the winners they'll share, while I'm breathing in the sand of your ghost in the air. We didn't lose what we had, we lost what we were gonna be. And that's the heaviest chain that's ever been hung on me. I'm tired of visiting a grave that doesn't have a stone, mourning for a version of us that I have to carry alone. You're not just a person I lost, you're the life I'll never live, a sacrifice to a time that has nothing left to give. Our dreams turned into memories before they could even breathe. A garden of someday that we were forced to leave. We were supposed to grow old, we were supposed to be more, but now you're just a story I've told 1,000 times before. How do I pack away a future that never arrived, when the dreams we shared are the only things that survived? Is covered in dust. Goodbye to the us that never got to be. That never got to be. The coffee's still warm and the street is loud again. I practice the expression I'll wear for the world today. I'm doing well, it's been a while. The lies come so easily now. I've become an actor in a play where you're no longer the lead. But my reflection in the window looks like a stranger. The corners of my mouth are pulled up, but my eyes are frozen. Winter, I wait for the sun to set, for the stage to go dark, because only the moon knows the person I am. I smile in the light so no one has to ask, hiding the cracks of a heart that's still breaking for you. But when the city falls asleep and the silence is all I have, I let the mask fall and I finally let it rain, alone in the dark. I'm still crying for you. faded from my public voice. I laugh at the jokes and I walk with a steady pace. People tell me I've moved on, that I look better than before. They only see the surface of a sea that's drowning underneath. Is there anyone else hiding behind a beautiful lie, counting the minutes until they can take off this heavy smile? I'm exhausted from being okay. I'm tired of this sun that keeps forcing me to stay away. I smile in the light so no one has to ask, hiding the cracks of a heart that's still breaking for you. But when the city falls asleep and the silence is all I have, I let the mask fall and I finally let it rain. Alone in the dark, I'm still crying for you. Tomorrow, the sun will rise again. I'll pick up the pieces and put on that familiar face. Just one more day of smiling until the night returns to let me be me again. I'm standing on the corner of the street we used to walk, but the pavement feels like ice and the buildings refuse to talk. I have a key in my pocket to a house with 4 cold walls, but it's just a box of shadows where your laughter never falls. I used to know exactly where I belonged in this world, before the maps were burned and the flags were all unfurled. The sun goes down and the city lights begin to glow, but there's no window waiting for me, nowhere left to go. I'm a traveler in a country where I don't know the tongue, singing the last of the songs that we once had sung. You were my home, but now I'm homeless in the dark, a cold and lonely wanderer without a single spark. Your arms were the only walls that ever kept me warm. Your heart was the only shelter from the rising storm. Now the doors are all locked and the windows are all gray. I'm just a man without a place to stay. I see people rushing home to the ones they love at night, and I'm jealous of the simple way they step into the light. I've forgotten how it feels to be safe, to be be known, to not have to carry this heavy heart all on my own. I'm looking for a landmark, a signpost or a trace, but I can't find a home in any other face. Is there a place for a soul that's lost its only shore? A way to find the peace that I don't have anymore. I'm tired of the wandering, I'm tired of the cold, living in a story that has already been told. You were my home, but now I'm homeless in the dark, a cold and lonely wanderer without a single spark. Your arms were the only walls that ever kept me warm. Your heart was the only shelter from the rising storm. Now the doors are all locked and the windows are all gray. I'm just a man without a place to stay. The locks have been changed, and I've lost my way. I'm just still outside. The front door clicks, but no one says welcome home. I walk through the dust of a life we no longer own. The television is silent, the kitchen light is low, but the air is heavy with a person I used to know. I sit on the edge of the bed where we used to dream, and the quiet is louder than any broken scream. I close my eyes to hide from the hollow walls, but that's when your laughter begins to roam the halls. A phantom humming from the room next door, a soft familiar step across the wooden floor. In every empty room, the ghost of a melody that's sealing my doom. I turn my head to answer, but I'm talking to the air, reaching for a shadow that was never really there. You left a year ago, but you never truly left, leaving me a prisoner of this auditory theft. I'm listening to the silence just to hear you one more time. I try to play music to drown out the sound of your name, but every note I hear eventually sounds the same. Your goodnight lingers on the pillowcase I keep, waking me up from a shallow, restless sleep. Are you a memory, or am I just going mad, chasing the only beautiful thing I ever had? Maybe if I shouted, the echoes would finally clear. Maybe if I moved away, I wouldn't feel you near. But I'm terrified of a silence that is truly bare. I'd rather be haunted than to find you're no longer there. I hear your voice in every empty room, won't turn my head to answer, but I'm talking to the air, reaching for a shadow that was never really there. You left a year ago, but you never truly left, leaving me a prisoner of this auditory theft. I'm listening to the silence just to hear you one more time. I'm here, I whisper to the corner of the wall, but there's no answer, just the quiet and the ghost of your call. Seasons change without asking for my leave, while I'm still standing near tugging at your sleeve. I used to think our love was a bridge to the light, not knowing I was building a cage for the night. I look at your photo and the colors have bled, drowning in the words that I should have never said. They say time is a healer, but it's just a slow thief, stealing the years and leaving only this grief. I was a student of your heart, but I failed every test, choosing the past that led us away from the rest. Loving you was my deepest mistake, a heavy cold anchor that I can't seem to break. I poured my whole soul into a house built of sand, watching it crumble right out of my hand. Now I'm a stranger in a life I once knew, defined by the tragedy of loving you. Like it's a blade, afraid of the shadows that our memories have made. I could have walked away when the signs were all clear, but I was intoxicated by having you near. Every I love you was a debt I couldn't pay, and now I'm bankrupt at the end of the day. If I could forget every letter of your name, would I finally be free from this smoldering flame? But the mistake is a part of me, etched in my mistake, a heavy cold anchor that I can't seem to break. I poured my whole soul into a house built of sand, watching it crumble right out of my hand. Now I'm a stranger in a life I once knew, defined by the tragedy of loving you. I'm sorry for the hearts I broke, starting with my own. My deepest mistake was you. scent of your leaving is the only thing here. You spoke of the horizon, of lives you've yet to live, of all the parts of yourself you weren't ready to give. I watched you pack the laughter and the light into a bag, while I stood in the doorway, a heart starting to lag. You looked so light as you stepped into the sun, like a race was over and you'd finally won. But for every mile you put between us today, 1,000 pounds of silence have come my way. You chose freedom, but I chose the pain. You're dancing in the sunlight while I'm standing in the rain. You threw off the chains that I thought were home, leaving me a king on a cold and empty throne. How beautiful you look, flying far away from me, while I'm drowning in the depths of what you're glad to be. I check the news and I see the world is still wide, but I'm a prisoner of the us that has died. You're breathing in the ocean, you're climbing every hill, while I'm sitting in this room perfectly still. I'm happy for your flight, or at least that's what I say, as I learn the heavy language of a heart in decay. Was I a cage to you, or just a place to rest, before you found the courage to put your wings to the test? I'd follow you if I could, but I've lost the will to fly. I'm just a witness to your blue and endless sky. You chose freedom, but I chose the pain. You're dancing in the sunlight while I'm standing in the rain. You threw off the chains that I thought were our home, leaving me a king on a cold and empty throne. How beautiful you look, flying far away from me, while I'm drowning in the depths of what you're glad to be. Fly high, my love. Don't look back at the ground. I'll stay here, where the pain is the only sound. The city lights are humming a low and lonely tune, while I'm still sitting in this empty, silent room. I used to think my heart was a quiet, steady thing, until the silence started to make my spirit ring. The calendar is moving, but my breath is stuck in time, chasing after memories that I can no longer climb. I close my eyes to hide from the hollow walls, but that's when your laughter begins to roam the halls. A phantom humming from the room next door. I saw a familiar step across the wooden floor. My heart still calls your name in the middle of the night, searching for a ghost that's long gone from my side. It's a rhythm I can't stop, a vibration in my bone, reminding me with every beat that I am now alone. I've tried to scream it out, I've tried to drown the sound, but your name is the only truth that my heart has ever found. I see your face in every window and every passing crowd. I hear your name in every whisper, even when it's loud. It's etched into the floorboards, it's hanging on the wall, watching over me as I slowly start to fall. I'm a traveler in a country where I don't know the tongue, singing the last of the songs that we once had sung. Was I a cage to you, or just a place to rest, before you found the courage to put your wings to the test? I'd follow you if I could, but I've lost the will to fly. I'm just a witness to your blue and endless sky. My heart still calls your name in the middle of the night, searching for a ghost that's long gone from my side. It's a rhythm I can't stop, a vibration in my bone, reminding me with every beat that I am now alone. I've tried to scream it out, I've tried to drown the sound, but your name is the only truth that my heart has ever found. The name you left behind. Goodbye. But my heart is still calling. Ooh.